Well, did you manage to...
Eventually.
When the world just couldn't keep us apart.
On.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my...
Some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was...
Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you
Shionne said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shionne I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shionne? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imerys.
Imerys? As in Shionne Imerys?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Xion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Xion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Xion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Dahnans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived.
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will. The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a... Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting?
What I've been fighting for, huh?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we do... Don't act fast. They're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
You made me angry! That was a bad idea!
Great Sword Alpha!
I'll smash you!
Mirage!
I'll tear you apart! Watch this!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Do it!
Lost!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
No! Its armor is strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
Eagle Fly!
You're mine! Demon Fang! You're mine! Blue Escape! Mirage!
In your dreams!
Blue Escape! Demon Fang!
I'm on denied!
You're finished!
Powered Hurricane!
Strike! Mirage!
Look sharp!
Raging Cascade! Now!
Go in! In an instant! Impact Claw! My turn! First strike! This one's all mine!
In here!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Rising Wyvern!
Blow away!
You picked the wrong fight!
Make it rain! Here comes! Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
My turn! Blue Escape! Demon Fang!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Strike!
I'll smash you!
Void Blast!
Do it!
My ball! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this Limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Vholran, and liberate Dahna. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this!
You sense one of your pals, Hootle? No holding back!
Here I come!
Take this! I'll tear you apart!
Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon! Demon Fang!
Go away!
They rush through you! You gotta jump for cover, okay?
I'm on it! Talon Hurricane! That frickin' does it!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Take this!
Here's
You're
Lightning condensed!
Void Flash!
Eliminate the dark!
You're on! Take this! Mirror Escape! Eat dirt! Demon Fang!
Here goes!
Tackle! Mirage!
Not on my watch!
Flash! Demon Fang! Take
Now!
this! Stardust!
Doubling!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
My turn!
Look sharp!
I'm not done! Strike!
Naked
Mirage!
Rain!
Take this! Demon Fang!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
We managed to pull through.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Photon Blast!
Anything in armor
This
is all
one's
mine!
mine.
Here I come!
Astral Advance in the wind!
Dragon Swarm! No further!
Air Thrust!
Rising Wyvern!
This one, let me
Lunar
out.
Rondo! Mirage!
I'm ready to go.
Eat this!
You're mine!
This way!
Flash!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Dominating! In an instant! Impact Block! My turn! I'm not pissed off!
Going
Mirage! Take this!
Holy Land!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Guardian Shield! All right, let me at him.
bad guys really don't mess around. Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elden.
No holding back!
Here I come!
This'll be a piece of cake!
Dragon Swarm! Sword Lane Alpha!
I'll take out the leg with my shield.
You picked the wrong fight!
Let me in. Far enough!
Burn! Rising Falcon! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get the fight!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the
Guardian Field!
Warp Blast!
Holy Land!
Rising...
The power of light!
Here I come!
Let me out!
No escape!
Shining
Slice!
Supernova!
Mirage! It's over!
Piercing roar!
Demon Fang! Take this! I'm not done! You're finished! Take this!
Holy Glimmer!
I'm not...
Holy
This
Land!
one's all mine!
Guardian Hurricane!
Eat dirt!
Alright, let me out!
Burn! You're mine!
Cascade!
Swallow Blade! Lightning Thrust!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Lightning
Not a
Attack!
chance!
Eat this!
Stardust!
Watch this!
Slice!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! Whew.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Demon Fang!
Ready and quick!
It's
Now
over!
you see what I can do! Sloppy!
Stay away from my friend! No escape! Sword Lane Alpha!
Astral energy!
You're mine! Strike! Slice!
In a bind?
Rising Falcon! Demon Fang!
Ready!
Dragon Shield! It's on! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the dark!
Stardust!
Holy Glimmer!
Void Flash!
Just getting
Holy
started!
Land!
Rise!
I can do this all day!
Let's try harder! Not a chance! Hurricane! Slash! Sword Lane Alpha! You're mine! I'm not done!
Dance in the wind!
Eat dirt! Do it! Small! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
No holding back!
Here I come!
This'll be a piece of cake!
Demon Fang!
Inspiration!
Dragon, prepare Prepare to be sealed! Sword Rain out!
Can't get out of this!
Rising Falcon!
I let my guard down.
Stay away from my friend! Mirage! It's over! Demon Fang!
Attack time!
I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Void Blast!
Dragon Scout! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! I'm just
Dummy!
getting started!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Lightning condemned!
My turn!
Thunderblade! Illuminate!
You all down.
Light and Mom! Dad?
I'm not done yet!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
It's on! Take this! Slash! Demon Fang! Right!
Go
No
in!
escape! Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! I don't have much left.
Strike! Sword Rain out!
Dust to dust!
Sleep now.
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almeidrea made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegis. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almeidrea? A victim?
To a Renan, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that, from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renans who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renan would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renans, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Danans such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Is all mine.
Force flash! You picked the wrong fight!
Eat this!
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
You're mine!
Leave the chargers to
Demon
me!
Fang!
I'm on it!
Mirage! Sword Rain Alpha!
Now my clothes from
Here you are!
Far enough!
Lunar Round! Mirage!
Kisara, frozen?
Hammer!
Not a chance!
I'm on it!
Sword Rain Alpha! Take this! Void Flash!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Mirage!
No further!
Strike!
I let my guard down!
You paid for that!
Oh, damn!
This one's all mine!
Dragon Shout!
Eat dirt! Take this!
Raging Cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Rising Falcon!
Now I'm in trouble!
I'll be
Inspiration!
saving this
I could
one.
do this all day!
More where that came from!
I've let you all down.
Demon Fang!
Arch Field!
Take this! Swallow Blade!
The wise
Demon
warrior
Fang!
knows when to call it quits.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have... Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
that's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city.
Leave the enemy's arms to me!
No complaints here!
You picked the wrong fight! Strike!
Get in the
Demon Fang!
In the groove!
In here!
You're on!
I'll be saving this one!
Negative change!
Pick it!
Another incantation ruined.
Nothing gets by me!
Close one!
Demon Fang! Dazzle! You're on! Sword Rain Alpha! Catapult!
Wait! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Hit! Hold on to your
Resonate
arms.
with the earth!
Here I come! Don't mind if I do!
Sword! Rising Falcon!
Now!
Ball! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! That's what I like to hear.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
No holding back!
This'll be a piece of cake!
You're mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Strike! Stop! Dazzle! Stop!
Some fights are better left unfought!
Brace yourself! This one's tough! I'm not done! Slide! I'm on it! This time!
Talon Hurricane!
Strike!
Eagle Fly!
Rising Wyvern! Slide!
Inspiration!
Rising Falcon! Eat dirt!
Elusive Deity!
You're mine! Demon Fang!
Talon Hurricane!
Mirage! Blue Escape! Demon Fang! Swing left! Light burst forward!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
To be seen!
Certainly not. An astral arts?
That's my cue!
No further! Shut him down!
Art expert coming through!
Dragon Swarm!
Banana, let's go!
Do it! Ball! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Come and face me! Strike! This
This
one's all
wall!
mine!
More where that came from!
Lunar Rongo!
Tunnel!
You picked the wrong fight! Mirage! You're mine!
Tear you apart!
Now!
All yours, Kisara.
Lightning
My
strike!
turn!
What's this?
Thunderblade!
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark!
Swallow
Go
Blade!
forth!
Down
Go
low!
further!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphen.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
What's this thing? I need something to eat. I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this. Denied!
Rising one!
That shell's hiding something tasty.
Mirage!
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Arcane thrust! Rising on
It's a win! Sleep now. Come through! If it hides, just let me know.
I can carve through armor!
This one's all mine!
You
picked the wrong fight!
your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty. The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
Take this! No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Stay away from my friends! I'm not done! Demon Fang! Be still! You picked the wrong fight! First strike!
These fists have got your name on them!
Take this!
I can carve through armor!
Nothing I can do without this pain! Sword Rain Alpha!
Far enough! I'm on it!
Here I come! Mirage!
Now!
Small! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! Rising Falcon!
Dragon
Demon Fang! Try harder! My turn! No! Can't end here!
I'm on it!
Eat this!
You're done! I've let you all down.
Holy Quiver! Holy Land! Arts require complete focus!
I can't believe this.
Got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Go no further!
Take this!
Swallow down!
Illuminate the dark! Come
I'm
forward!
not done! Demon Fang!
Hurricane!
They may look cute and stuff,
Be
but
still!
they're vicious!
Strike! Swallow Blade!
Dragon Shell!
You're mine!
Steel!
I'm not done! Demon Fang!
Lightning Contender!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
Lost!
Demons descend! Flashing Fang! Yeah, I look pretty flashy out there.
So glad it met with your approval. This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
That's no reason to get...
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Point flash! Mirage!
Hold on to your art. Here I come!
I'm not done! Demon Fang!
Take it!
Mirage!
Alright,
I'm not
it's
done!
showtime!
Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight!
Inferno punch!
Lightning thrust!
Thunder field!
Take this!
Eat this!
Raging
Demon
Tempest!
Now I'm in the groove!
Doubling!
Light burst force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Stardust! Point flash! Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm! Now or never! I'm not done!
In a bind!
Rip it Demon Fang! Lightning thrust! I'm ready! Double me! In an instant! Impact block! My turn! Too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Now! You're mine! This one's all mine! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain out!
Far enough! Swallow dance! Take it!
You're mine!
Alright,
Eat
it's
dirt!
showtime! Now!
Glimmer Dragon!
Demon Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Keep this! Now you see what I can do!
Blood!
Rending your Talon Hurricane! Bloody Howling!
Demon Fang! Tear!
Eat this!
Dance in the wind!
These
In here!
fists have got your name on them!
Dazzle! You're mine!
Dance on the wind!
Struck!
Hold on to your art!
Take this!
Here I
Inferno
come!
punch!
Here I come!
Bloody
Swallow
Eat
blade!
this! I'm ready!
Demon Fang!
Air thrust!
I've still got a ways to go!
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
So let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us? Try harder! Not a chance!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Eat dirt!
Dance on the wind. No further.
Be still! Here I come! Lunar Rondo!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Take this!
Resuscitation.
Swallow Blade! Demon Pact! Dragon Swarm! Soaring Alpha!
Our art is being interrupted. I am not beyond fury.
Dragon Swarm!
Not my finest. Forgive me. This is my fault.
You're mine! Flash!
Lightning orb!
Be still! Here I come!
Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic fission! From beyond,
Take this!
imbue this
Try
vanquished
harder!
soul with
Now!
life.
No escape!
Resuscitation!
Demon Pact! Take this!
No further.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Inferno punch!
Here I come! Swallow Blade! Demon Pact!
Storm!
Lightning orb!
Stardust!
Not on my watch!
Lunar Rondo!
Watch this!
It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Burn!
Lightning
Take this!
orb!
Demon Pact!
Let's tear him up!
Take this!
Holy glimmer!
Whirlwind Mirage!
Holy
First strike!
Terrace! Poodle! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack! I lost my focus!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
First strike!
I've let you all down.
We're just trying to get past! Get out of our way!
Save your breath! While that thing seizes a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us? I can't move!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Hit a word! Hurt both! Come and get it! Resuscitation! Big blast!
Too much to handle? Illuminate the sun! Holy glimmer! Holy lamp!
I owe you all.
That frickin' does it!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
These fish
Just
got
as
your
well,
name on
I'm
them!
here to stop it.
No escape! Can't move!
Talent score! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with from beyond.
Sorry.
Imbue...
I couldn't make it in time.
Swallow dare! Not my finest. I owe you all. Benediction right.
No escape!
On your deck, Goku. Then tonight's meal is on you.
You got what to make.
I'm not done! Lunar Rondo! Mirage! Be still! You're mine! Void Flash! Mirage! Flaming Thrust! Here I come! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! Here I come! Mirage! Strike! I can't move!
We're just trying to get past! Get out of our way!
Save your breath! While that thing seizes a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Flaming thrust! That frickin' does it!
Don't mind if the flashing parts they're
No
weak for!
further! Dust to dust!
Eat dirt!
Chinese
Here I come! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Flash! Be still! You're mine!
Stalagmite! Big blast!
Take this!
Bloody
Flash! Demon Fang!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Attack time!
Mirage!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
You're not done! Demon Fang!
On your knees!
Hurricane Thrust!
Far enough!
Lightning
This one's all mine!
More where that came from! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack! Let me free you of your power!
In the wind!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Blow away!
Stardust! Mirage! Flaming Pit!
Don't get carried away!
Eat dirt!
escape me! I'll tear you apart!
Demon Fang! Take it!
Now in a vine!
Illuminate the dark! Bloodborne! Holy
Swallow
Glitter!
Blade!
Holy Land!
Dragon Shell! Soaring Blast! I'm on nothing gets by me!
Lightning Strike!
The enemy's open.
Escape! Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark! Holy Glitter!
I can carve through
Demon
armor!
Fang!
Holy Land!
Benediction Dragon Shell! Inferno Punch! I'm on it! Here I
Illuminate the
come!
dark!
Swallow
Bloodborne!
Blade!
Holy Glitter!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Watch this!
Feel my bite you!
Eat dirt!
Tornado Drive!
You're mine!
Chinese
Demon Fang!
Supernova!
You're mine!
Lunar Rumble! Now you're up!
Air Thrust! Illuminate the
Try
dark!
harder!
Come forth!
No!
Holy Glitter! Dance in the wind!
Far enough!
Air Thrust! Dragon Shell!
Here I come! Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross! Take this!
Raging Sword!
Be still! Burn! Hurrah! Prepare to be flaming thrust!
Can't get out of this! Eat this!
There you go! Don't let up! Wind natural energy!
Try harder! Now! Here I
Benediction Light!
Dance in the wind! Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle it.
You can be really gentle, Helene.
Eat dirt! That's just...
Holy
Now you see what I can do!
Mirage! You're mine! Flash! Demon Fang! Take this!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Illuminate the dark! Here goes! Swallow
Take it!
Holy Land!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
You're mine!
Don't mind if I do!
To me!
Rising Falcon!
Everlasting darkness! Negative gate!
You're mine!
Raging
Let's
Sword!
tear him up!
Lightning Thrust! Escape! Lunar Rumble!
Dance in the wind! Air Thrust!
Benediction Light!
Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust!
Strike! Be still! Take this!
Swallow dare!
Mirage! Eat dirt! Take this! Strike!
Photon Flutter!
Be still!
Thrilling performance.
Here I come! Burn! Strike! Rising Six! You're mine!
This one is almost in the bag.
We're not done yet. Just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best. Field! Get on in
You're
there!
mine!
I can carve through armor!
Strike! Dazzle!
Don't suffer in silence!
No escape! Strike!
Hold on to your art. Here I come!
Walk it on!
Eat this! Stardust!
Eagle Ray!
Mirage! It's on!
I'll thank you!
You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! Swallow Blade!
Eat
Be
this!
still! Mirage!
Inferno Punch!
Demon Fang! No escape!
I'm just getting started!
Here's the ready to go!
Something's different from before!
It's about to come at us. Look sharp!
Denied!
Such unadulterated fury.
Heal!
Demon Fang!
I can do this
Try
all day!
harder!
Another incantation ruined.
Look sharp!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's...
You mean defeat?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Shion needs us.
One more of this and I'll burn out.
Take this!
Demon Fang! Take this! You're on!
In a bind?
Look at the duel of the arts!
Demon Fang! I'm not done! You're on!
Rage.
Here I come! Slash! Be still!
The enemy needs arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Elusive deity!
Our expert coming through!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision! Can you take it? Does it hurt? Oh, damn!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll smash you!
Be still!
Rotating power! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! Lunarondo!
Holy Land!
Rising Falcon! No escape! Burn!
I'm ready!
Law!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Bang!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
We're so high up.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle.
Why do you want to know?
Not really. Are you yelling, "You stupid"?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just
Invoke?
Uh,
Astral.
not a wait.
Or you can...
May lightning condemn those who bear false. Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you...
I just act.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganath Haros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of Water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah. I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there. I swear I've seen that cat. Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I always followed him wherever he went and tried. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times I was... It's not... Then again, I wish I'd had... See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Guess I misread the landing.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed...
Right.
That's...
Yeah,
Okay, so...
because...
But it sure doesn't sound to me...
Oh,
I don't think...
come to terms.
Yeah. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to...
Rinwell. It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Demon Fang! Elusive deity! Take this!
Eagle Ray!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
This one's all mine! First strike!
Darkness. Negative gate.
I'm on it!
Leave him snarling to me.
Yeah, and you're funneling to me.
Here I come! Swallow blade!
Now or never.
Here I come!
Can't get out of this.
I'm not done! First strike! Mirage! Dazzle!
Resonate with the earth.
Be still! Mirage! Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight! Take it! Sword Rain Alpha!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Dazzle! You're mine!
Not in your dreams. Now!
Slug off! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Take it.
Dazzle!
Elusive deity.
Mirage! Lightning thrust! I'm ready!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?